please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, Assistant City Manager Dante Martin will take over now.
Good morning, Mayor and Council. I'm going to end the year with a bang. Got a fairly lengthy agenda. 5 items on the public agenda, or 5 speakers on the public agenda. Page 1. On page 2, a couple of public hearings. One related to multifamily housing revenue bonds, 32-unit workforce housing apartment complex. Troy Anderson, Assistant City Manager Troy Anderson is going to present. Second item, letter of intent to issue industrial revenue bonds for campus expansion for Ron. Is that correct? Will increase production and 40 net new jobs. On page 3, a development agreement with Wichita Maple related to the former Town West Mall. Item number 4, phase 3 of the K96 Star Bond project plan.
That is in district number 2, right? Yes. The green sheet says district number 4.
Thank you, Mayor. Item number 5 is the annual salary and classification ordinance, where we codify not only what we've negotiated in our collective bargaining agreements, but also establish merit and cost of living increases for non-represented staff. Item number 6, revisions to the charter ordinance related to transient guest tax. The changes will align us with align the city's charter ordinance with state statute. Item number 7, once again, is an annual year-end budget adjustment to close out the books for 2025. On the next page, we have recommendations from the Liquor Tax Coalition for allocations, both for treatment and rehabilitation services funded by liquor tax funding. Item number 9, Reggie Davidson is going to present on behalf of Cultural Arts. This is an operating partnership agreement with Botanica. The current agreement has been in place since 2009. Lindsay Benaka, our Cultural Arts Director, is out on leave, and Reggie's been actively involved in the negotiation with Botanica Inc. on that operating agreement. Item number 10 is a revamped grant program in cultural arts. Jesse Koza will present. The grants will allow for capacity building and project funding. Item number 11, Councilman Tuttle, will be your last chance to talk about OPP with outgoing city manager. I'm sure you'll look forward to that.
Great, cracks you.
Next page, I want to highlight design concept for Douglas from Washington to Grove. This is a narrowing, 3 lanes with on-street bike lanes, improvement to pedestrian crossings, also will impact parking.
Can we move that one up? So that's design concept, right?
Yes, number 14.
Number 14 and number 17. We'd like that to be number 1 would be the sales tax, and number 2 would be the design concept for Douglas.
That's placement on the agendas where you'd like to see them. Okay.
Yep, I agree.
I'll work with Shanita and we'll get that done. I agree as well. Item number 15 is our 2026 insurance program. It's an annual review and placement of insurance. Some slight increases, generally with the same level of coverage. Item number 16 is our new agreements for state legislative lobbying selection agreements. I want to point out the hard copies of the green sheet you have say the contract will exceed $90,000. It's been corrected online. It will be corrected it's correct on the contract. Just want to point out that the contract is not to exceed $90,000 annually total. Jim and Shanita have caught that, and they've made changes to the online reports. Item number 17 asks that you place on second reading the special election for sales tax. you'll notice the agenda report includes a tax rebate program that council members asked to see.
I appreciate that.
Moving to the planning agenda, several non-consent planning agenda items. I call your attention to item number 2, unanimous at MAPC. The DAB 4 was split 5-3. The planning department has provided a recommendation as well as alternative recommendations if the council's interested. Next page, PUD 2025-17. Once again, MAPC unanimously voted 12-0. DAB 3 voted 5-5. The planning department has provided a recommendation and alternative recommendations.
What is this time?
Question marks.
Next page on the non-consent housing agenda, conditional commitment of 8 project-based vouchers which would allow for 49 unit development at 1130 South Broadway. Shifting to the City Council consent agenda, I have a few items, a couple of items related to Hess Pump Station, also a supplemental design agreement, 21st Street North from Interstate 135 to Mosley. On the next page, a couple of overestimate bids. I also want to call your attention to a project at the airport, item number 9, a notice of intent to issue debt financing, GEO bonds for a project out at the airport. You'll also notice later on the consent agenda the establishment of a project budget. Excuse me. Next page, item number 10 is our annual ordinance appropriating the 2026 budget and then ratifying the payment of claims against the 2025 budget. No items to call to your attention on the consent planning agenda, several items listed there. Shifting to the consent housing agenda, you'll see the police department property sales or purchase of 332 North Riverview, you may recall last month that the City Council approved to purchase the building. You will be seated as the housing authority for this item. And be required to vote on the purchase of 332 North Riverview for the use of the continued use of the Wichita Police Department. Items 23 through 26 involve the sale of properties. Continue to see properties being moved, and I think the sales price exceeding expectations. So appreciate the work that's being done there.
Can I ask a quick question on that? I'm looking at these items, and some of them are even double, almost, what it was originally valued. So is there a reason why there's such a discrepancy, which is good? They're selling for more, but what's the reason?
Those properties were appraised before we did renovation with the additional capital funds that we received. So the sales price is closer in line to the improved property value.
Thank you, Sally. Final item on the agenda, that I referenced it earlier, once again, is the GEO bonds that we're issuing for an airport project. Item number 27 establishes a budget for that project. A couple of quick highlights. I see that we're going to be entertained, so I'm sure folks are tired of hearing my voice. We're going to hear much better voices shortly. December 23rd is the consent agenda. I will highlight that we will have one item on the council member agenda. Council members Ballard and Glasscock took the lead on evaluating our municipal court judges and making a recommendation in terms of reappointments. Just in terms of a reminder, our municipal court judges are appointed to 5-year terms. Each year, council makes a decision to retain the judges based on evaluations. Typically, that reappointment process starts in April. A little bit delayed as far as getting it to you now. This action will do two things. One, it will reappoint our 5 judges for an additional 5 years, subject to retention decision annually, but also award them a 2.5% merit increase. The judges haven't received the merit increase that most other employees received back in January of this year.
And it's 4-year terms, correct, or 5-year terms?
Thank you.
4-year.
Yes, ma'am. That's all I have, Mayor.
It looks like we have some guests. Would someone like to introduce themselves and tell us what you guys are doing here?
Hello. Oh my goodness. We are the Wichita South High School Madrigals, and we get invited to come and carol here at City Hall by the credit union. And so we're just glad to be here to carol for you guys a little bit. I think we'll just sing 1 or 2, and then you guys can get back to what you're doing. So thanks for having us.
Thank you very much to the South High School Madrigals. We appreciate you coming to carol at our agenda review. Take it away.
Pampanitos de las hojas de limón, la Virgen María, Madre del Señor. Llame del monte, por allá y la cara del niño, no le deja. Pampanitos de las hojas de limón, la Virgen María, Madre del Señor. Llame de los reyes, para que camine y le traiga al niño divino. Pampanitos de las hojas de limón, la Virgen María, Madre del Señor. La Virgen María, Madre del Señor. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to you wherever you are. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yes. Can we get the council? Thank you very much for bringing joy to us at our agenda review. Hold to the side.
What? Her dress has pockets.
Oh.
What?
All right.
All right, thank you guys.
Nice meeting you guys. Well, you guys will have to stop by.
Yes.
We're almost done.
They got to put all their
Oh, they are in your office.
Being daughter
Okay.
by Shorty,
Okay.
so.
Well, welcome. We're almost done. Actually, we don't have anything else, right? We don't have another department.
Hang out.
No, we don't.
Thank you all for attending agenda review, and thank you to South High School
Listening to that
students for
housing.
that surprise. Thank you. Have a great weekend.